Okay, first thing we need is like 2 casserole dishes, and then I've melted some butter, and you see later why we need it. And we have some butter in here. So for my casserole today, I'm actually trying Chickpea Penne. Never tried them before. They actually look like this, or maybe chickpea color. And the water is ready, and now let's boil them. Okay, now we boil the chickpea. By the way, I am actually not using any salt in the water. I tell you why, because when we actually use the pasta sauce, there is enough salt in the pasta sauce. Actually, people are using too much salt, so whenever I actually cook pasta, I cook it without any salt in the water. As I said before, if we add cheese, what we are going to do later, or pasta sauce, there is always too much salt in it, so adding extra salt in the water for the pasta doesn't make things any better. I'm actually cooking them really just al dente, but for one reason. If we add the sauce later, there is enough moisture in the sauce, so that if they are a little bit, let's say, too hard, that we take care of that later when we add the sauce. So we are using a tomato sauce with basil, and we are not putting the sauce actually later into the pasta. No, we are actually draining the pasta from the water, then we mix it with the sauce, and then we actually put all of that in the casserole together with cheese. Actually, just 2 other ingredients. In my case, we are using mozzarella and provolone, and then to top it all up, French fried onions, and they look like this. We're gonna put them on the top. So basically what you need is just pasta, water, some cheese, a sauce, and if you want some French fried onions, and of course some butter for the casserole. That's it. The pasta is ready now, and what I'm going to do now, I'm actually, once it's rinsed, use the pasta and mix it with the sauce in the pot, which we actually use to cook the pasta, and then we go from there. Okay, now I mixed the pasta with the sauce, and what I'm going to do now, I'm gonna take some of the cheese, not all, just some of the cheese, and mix it in there as well. So I just used half of the cheese. I'm gonna mix it now so that we are sure it has like an even distribution, and then we use the rest of the cheese to top the casserole. Okay, so we filled the casserole now. And by the way, until now, from the start, it was like maybe 15 minutes time. Okay, now we use the other half of the pack of the mozzarella and provolone to top it off with the cheese. And the final thing we are going to do, we put some French onions here on top. Alrighty, now I've decorated it with the French onions on top. And now, of course, like with every casserole, we put it in the oven. And in my case, we do the convection bake with 350 Fahrenheit, and I actually cook it for just 25 minutes. And see you in 25 minutes. So after 5 minutes, it looks like this. So you see there's not really much to see. Well, and that's how it looks when it's ready. So you see the onions are crossed. Cheese is melted evenly. There you have it, a chickpea casserole done in preparing. It's like 15 minutes and then 35 in the oven with 350 degrees Fahrenheit.